Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to Anno 1800. Now in the last episode, I had set up Manola as pretty much the dominant island here in the New World for production. You know, we still import a few things like coffee, but for the most part, Manola now makes everything it needs and has room for plenty more. But before we go increasing the population or beautifying the island itself, there is one last problem to solve in this playthrough, and it's one that's been eating at me for the last 100 episodes or so, and that is Arthur. Today, we're finally going to begin the preparations necessary to take him down. So, one of the first things I want to do with that, I was actually thinking of going straight to war with him, just right at the beginning here, or maybe just doing a little bit to prepare in between episodes, and then doing it, because I was kind of thinking like, oh, episode 100 on this second season of Anno, it's 136 in total, we'd be pretty much ready to, you know, it'd be great milestone episode to go attack him. If I had thought ahead, I should have done that, but I actually feel like getting the war economy ready is good content, as it were. It's kind of interesting to see how it's going to come together. There's lots of new things for us to experiment with. Flak guns, anti-armor guns, different types of ships that we haven't used before. So a lot of this stuff I would have liked to, yeah, I want to show actually getting it ready. The reason I'm here in Mbesa is because I noticed he's got a relatively large fleet that's circling around here with, you know, war machines on the different airships and things, cruisers, frigates, all that kind of stuff, and ship of the lines, of course. So I wouldn't want Tabarine to be so vulnerable down here. We need now that we've got the influence in place, what we need to start doing is delivering guns everywhere and then building those sort of defenses in at the ports themselves, so we can get these new flame towers and anti-armor guns and hopefully just repel the crap out of them as well when we start taking his islands. While we start taking his islands. So that's the plan generally. So let's hop back. Wrong place, actually. Let's hop back to the New World. Let's get a few things set up. So I'd like to get another big boost of influence, because I'm going to be spending hundreds on just defenses on various islands. So here, we're going to run another stadium event, seeing as it's ready to go. A football championship. Highest possible reward, please. Let's see what we got. They need champagne, tortillas, felt, and cigars. This is actually a tricky one, because cigar production's pretty bad, and even tortillas is pretty bad. Alright, let's see if I can do this somewhat quickly. I'll tell the artistas not to eat their tortillas for a while. Their number will fall, but we've got loads of them, so I'm sure it'll be okay.
It's all about finding the
champagne definitely needs to be delivered, and so does the cigars. I guess I could tell them not to consume any cigars either, like we did last time. Oh, they're still not consuming them. Alright, yeah, so we'll have to go grab those two things. So let's hop over to the old world, and let's pack up some champagne. And then I'm going to also make a trade route in just a moment. I guess actually while we're waiting for this, we can set it up now. In this place, if we have a look at construction material, we've got 2,800 guns, and I've got nearly 4,000 advanced weapons. And I think that's because I have an item in here somewhere that just generates them every few cycles based on something else. So they've just been trickling up in the background, as has dynamite. And we want to get dynamite so we can actually make bombs for our airships. We want to use the full... want to utilize the full... what would you say? All the weaponry at our disposal, you know?
Keep you going.
To really bring the hammer down, as it were, on Arthur. So let's go construction material. I'm just going to grab that champagne if it's here, although I'm a bit worried it might not be. Yeah, it's going to be low. I feel like we just barely stay ahead of champagne. And that's actually to do with glass as an issue. There's 200 up here. We could go get that then, I guess. God damn. This will take a little while to pull together. So you tell me when you're here. Otherwise, I'm just going to start preparing the bombs. So I'm just going to quickly go over to... yeah. Alright, we'll go back to the New World. Down on the island of Puerto Banús is where we have the airship hangar, making our New World airships. And I'm going to keep it there. We could move it to Manola, but it's fine. We'll leave it for now. So it takes helium, sails, aluminum, and guns to make both of these types of ships, the Alicanto and the Calibri. Now, those are the only two armed airships. You can actually put bombs on the other ones as well if you want, but I guess I'll just build these ones. I think it makes a bit more sense. So what I'm going to do is change this out to, say, guns, just so I can always see it. We won't need advanced guns here, although maybe actually a little bit for the defenses. You need them a little bit. So I'll just change it there so I can always keep an eye on it. Now, the important thing here would be here. We've actually been making water drops so we can put out fires with airships if I want to. Kind of pointless. We'll go with bombs, and we'll change another one to sea mines. So that way we'll have this little war economy going. Just like that. Now, we need to see what is involved, right? We need copper, dynamite, and steel. And then we need saltpeter, dynamite, and steel. So dynamite and steel either way, and copper and saltpeter. Just trying to think, where's the best way we can get those things? Saltpeter, I feel like we just started recently making up here, or somewhere recently, because of the animal byproduct, didn't we? Look at him. Look at his smug face, buying shares in islands. Finally going to take him down a peg. Yeah, I feel like it was here, perhaps, on the animal farm. This is obviously going to be milk, but the alpacas, I think, produce saltpeter, right? As a byproduct, so we have to check their thing. Yes, they do. And then I must have sent that somewhere, so let me check where that's going. That's just heading straight up there. So how much saltpeter is on that island? 851. Well, maybe we should put the factory up there then, considering. And they do get copper, actually. Okay, you know what? I'll change my mind then, as I so often do. We'll power down the war economy here and here, because we're actually bringing them steel. We have saltpeter and we have copper. I think dynamite's the only import we're actually going to have to bring. So just really quickly, let's just pop these buildings down. So it's been a while since I've looked at this. Is it going to be in here? No, that's the helium stuff. Oh man, oh there we go. So yeah, bomb factory. And it'll get power by default. Might actually just temporarily stick one here and here, just so I can see them. There's 850, 0 dynamite, plenty of steel. So they do have pretty much everything they need. And then the copper should be really good here as well. Yeah, 1,100. Okay, so they've got both of those pretty much good to go. And we have the workforce, of course, to do it. 300 Yornal arrows each, actually, which is surprising, considering we were negative when I started this episode. How did it come up so well? Oh, it's because of the regional mail system not delivering enough. Oh my god, it's like a whole other problem. You could go to press. Yeah, let's see what you got. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so that ship has now stalled outside of here. Gonna pick up the champagne. If we can even get some cigars, I would steal some as well, if they don't mind. Yes, they've got 1,000 cigars, so we'll take 100. Take 100 of that, maybe 150. Back to the new world we go. And that, of course, is for the stadium. Alright. Pulling at lots of different threads all at the same time. So something else I'm doing down here at the moment is just making some world-class reefers. I think I'll probably cancel everything to that point, and then we'll just start making battleships and things like that to get ready.
I don't have all I need for my canvas.
You'll be fine. Your canvas will be great. Alright, trade routes. So we want to deliver some of that dynamite. So we'll create a new route, trade route, from Lusk up to the New World to Manola. And we want to say, give me all the intermediate, I think, dynamite that you can. Again, I think that's just been generated by some items that we have in place. I'll quickly have a look just to get that right, to see, you know, you might want to know which items they are. I'm sure many of you do, but just in case you don't. The Magnificent 2. Yeah, let's get another ship on there. Why not? The Industrious 4. Dynamite. You don't need a group. It's just a kind of a temporary route. Alright, so we're taking dynamite to the New World. It's exciting times. The next thing we're going to have to do then is set up a route to deliver some of those guns. So Lusk to the New World, Manola, and then we'll just set up construction material 1 to about 4 of these. 4 regular guns, and then the rest can be the advanced guns. And a ship can do this as well. The Europa, Dorothy, and the little warships could be the ones doing it. Do I have no other free ships? Oh, I could have sworn I did. Well, we've got the winged monkey here, so that can just be set to it now. Alright, so gun import. Whatever. Alright, so that's guns and dynamite on the way to the New World, just like that. Bish, bang, bidly. Or bibly, I think he says. Alright, and this guy's on his way. Excellent. Ship constructed, we just got a new world-class reefer. I was building a bunch of reefers because I wanted all the ships going between sessions to be reefers if I could. I think that'd be kind of cool. Now that I've got just like unlimited influence, basically, it seems like the thing to do. I've actually just gained a bunch more influence. How did that happen? Maybe because of the newspaper, actually. Might have had some invested. Alright, 32 minutes to go to deliver everything they need. We should have the tortillas slowly filling up. The felt should be totally fine. Cigars and champagne are on the way. Alright, so now I can really free myself up and focus on this. So, dynamite's on the way in. We're going to be making then sea mines. And bombs. And then we're just going to start producing airships. To make as many of the, or to utilize them as best we can. So I've already got some guns and helium here, apparently. So make 2 of those Calibris and, I don't know, 4 of these if we can. Just let them do their thing in the background. How long is it going to take? It's only 2 influence for each one. 17 minutes and 15 minutes respectively. Holy crap, it's a long time. Now, I'll probably let time play in between episodes a little bit just to build up, but I wanted to show, in this episode at least, you know, just pulling some of these materials together and getting it done.
I have this nagging feeling you're a jellyfish.
Yeah. Oh, I know why I can't see things. I had the little icons turned off. You can press the hotkey L to remove those. Alright, so just really quickly then, I'm going to hop back to the old world yet again and have a quick look at what item is giving me the dynamite. I think it actually might be over at the iron industry. Not that I'm seeing there. Oh, I actually think I know what it is. It could be the Harbor Master. I think every time a trade is made, there's a chance of getting some. Yeah, it actually doesn't have any icons for it, but it says every time passive trade happens at the trading post, there's a chance to gain 5 tons of weapons, dynamite, advanced weapons, or sales. So just over time, I've obviously accumulated like quite a bunch. Good to know where it's coming from, though. Alright, so we've made that ship, so we might as well just queue up these battleships now. So, I don't know how many battleships we're gonna... Where even is it? Is that it? Oh yeah, there we go. Battle cruisers. 15 minutes, 12 influence for each one. Do about 4, maybe 6. And we'll get a couple of the blue flamethrower monitors.
An influence bonus.
And a couple of regular monitors. So what would be the difference between the blue ones? Fast, sturdy, and able to incinerate wooden ships with its state-of-the-art flamethrower. And this says the same thing, but it's actually just written slightly different. So, damage per second 127, damage per second 170, 2200 hit points. So this has slightly less hit points. This is slightly more. Now, the funny thing is, with all the different things piled in here, these ships don't cost me anything. Construction cost is reduced 20% there. Construction cost reduced 10%. A further 20, a further 25. And that might be, and further 35. So cost is 0. And because of that, I don't actually need to provide any gas or anything, so we can just make ships here for free. I mean, it costs us influence, but that's about it. I'm gonna buy that back, please, sir. Alright, good. Well, while we're letting that do its thing in the background, there's a few things actually to fix with the economy up here. So, mail was one of them, but there was another one, actually, that I had noticed, which was, I think, scooters.
I see a lot of potential here.
Yeah, scooters is empty, so... I think we've got the buildings we actually need for it. I keep pressing Alt to actually see the icons of buildings, but that doesn't work in this game. So that's where we make fans, and then scooters would be... So what's that? Yeah, be here. So we've got one building for it. Just one.
I can teach you how it works.
Well, I guess
Our
so.
supplies are
So just the
gone.
one building for it at
And
the
I
moment
didn't take them.
that isn't active because it's lacking
A glass of
motors.
juice to moisten your throat?
Now motors is paused right there, and it's on... Oh, it's actually paused in both places. So there's your problem.
Keen to get started again.
So you're really low on celluloid. So let's figure that one out. Celluloid. You've just got one on the island, and you're low on camphor wax, is it? Or just not enough coming in? Seems like not enough delivered, but there is plenty on the island. Ethanol and cotton has been improved, so celluloid should be able to get fixed. And that's making film reel. Alright, so let's just turn this back
Return to
on.
your posts.
And see if we can keep up with the delivery that's needed for this stuff. So that's both motor factories are back online, utilizing the obrero workforce that we don't have. Our obrero's okay, probably just don't have enough of them.
Right track.
Yeah, so the regional mail I need to sort out to balance out their workforce, or even build a couple more.
What'll it be?
That's delivering coal. Some people have said you need a trade route overhaul again, and I probably do. It's getting unwieldy. But I'm gonna wait for the war to be over, because no doubt some ships are gonna go down. It's a guarantee. Alright, well let's figure this out. So I know that I really need more celluloid, right? So we need more camphor wax potentially. Let's just see what the amounts are here. So the demand for celluloid, we need at least 2. And then when we build the second one... Again, I'm gonna have to move these somewhere else in future. Alright, let's see what the pressure is on, for instance, now, raw cotton, which I think would be fine. So it's an agricultural product, yeah, there we go. So 77, at least on this island. I think it does get exported, but either way, that's fine. So cotton's okay. What's the other 2 things? Ethanol and camphor wax. So ethanol is a global production, if I remember correctly. that we are basically not keeping up with. So I'm just going to write that down because that's not a problem for right now. It's a problem for another day. It's just slightly below. So I'm just writing that one down as a quick fix. Okay, so ethanol. And then just to be safe, camphor wax. So camphor wax I think we actually make on this island. Yeah, so the demand is a bit more. So we just build a couple more orchards. We've got plenty of workforce for it. So those are all... So that's coconut, citrus. Oh, you can actually do this to see what they are. That's nice. That's what I was trying to do earlier. Coal. You've got no access to a warehouse. And then there's citrus again here. Do I not have any on this island? I do. God, I can't find them. I must be just totally blind. Or they're just... Oh, they're just tucked in away here. That's why. Alright, let's just grab a couple, stick them out here temporarily, and then I'll figure out where they need to go in the future. Just gonna fix the camera a bit, there we go. So something, whoops, didn't mean to hit that. God, I feel like I'm just out of my mind today. Something I've been thinking of doing that people might be interested in who are watching this is streaming the game. A lot of people have asked me whether or not I'm going to do a new campaign. Or like start again now that all the DLC's out and like, you know, go through the game again kind of. But, you know, I'm like 136 episodes in. Don't really want to do like just like a straight full campaign again, at least not in this format, because I just feel like I'd be doing a lot of the same stuff. But I'll be thinking of streaming on YouTube. I haven't fully made a decision yet, but if I do, I was thinking of doing a regular campaign, you know, like, and trying to be very consistent with it, where it's like, you know, 2 days a week or whatever, I sit down and do like 3 hours of playing through a new campaign and stuff, and you have the chat with me and everything as well to kind of make decisions and do different things. That, at least for me, would make it different enough to warrant doing again. And maybe throw on another hard AI or something, so we'll have Margaret, or maybe Beryl O'Mara and someone else. Something like that, and that way we'd have all the DLC from the beginning, and you'd get fresh batches of Anno content. But I'm just telling you now, you might think there's very little difference between streams and Let's Plays. At least for me, there's a massive difference. I'm like not nearly as good a streamer as I am a Let's Player. Just because if you think I get unfocused or lose my focus during Let's Plays, you should only see what my streams are like. I don't even know where I am. Anyway. And I probably wouldn't have the camera on. It probably would feel largely the same after the fact, but it would be a little bit more... It'd be a little bit less focused, basically, is what I'm saying. Anyway, let me know what you think of that. If you think you'd be up for watching something like that, and it would be on YouTube. So they're falling, obviously, because we haven't given them the tortillas. That's okay. But the Obreras are falling because we need to sort out regional mail. Now, I keep putting that off because I hate the mail system. I just hate it. And this is what we've got. So the puddle duck is picking up mail from both of those two different islands, Puerto Banús and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. So I wonder, could I tell it to pick up even more? It needs to just have an increased amount at both Marbella and Puerto Banús. And I'm hoping it would work out. I don't know, though, if it would. It's one of those things where you have to check against it, and it's tricky because you need bigger populations here to sustain this one. That's what makes it tricky. Which is cool. It's just the way you have to check is really annoying. So let's just go to mail. Just type local mail. And we'll have a look at Marbella. So Marbella is producing, what, 7? And it's consuming 4. So we have an excess of 3 mail that we can take away from here. Puerto Banús has an excess of 4. It's really not that much. Anyone else even have any? No. We could put down some mail, I guess. So that, if I've read that correctly, which I hope I have, that means that really there's no way we could even pick up 15, right? You can only pick up about whatever the difference was there. So Puerto Banús, again, if I just check mail on Puerto Banús, to me, I'm reading this as we have 3 extra that we can pick up, 3 tons per minute. So then you have to judge the distance that we're traveling to get that 3. So how long does it take for our ship to make it, its journey? And it goes to 2 different places. So what we can do is check these statistics and go to the storage screen. Storage. I think if I type mail, we can even see that. Local mail. It looks like it's every 4 to 5 minutes. But let's say 5 to be safe, yeah? 5 minutes, and that's Marbella. And then the Port of Banús. Actually, it's a bit longer than that. It's 6. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. It's about 6 or 7 minutes. I think. I should name these routes better because I don't even know what this one's doing. Is that going overseas? It might be. Because that seems to be taking quite a long time. So the other one I just looked at was called Port of Banús to Marbella, but it actually does go to Manola now. Okay, so it is the first one, sorry. Right, so storage. Forget that, collapse that one. This is the one I need to look at, and then we can see this is the... So every time it arrives here, it's about 4 to 5 minutes between journeys. And we know how much it's making per minute. It was 3. So 3 times 4, that means that we're roughly going to be able to take about 12. Because we don't want to take more than we should be. So about 12. I'm guessing it's going to be roughly the same on the other island. So we'll just quickly check Marbella, storage, mail, not that mail, this mail. And that's going to be, again, 4 to 5 minutes. Obviously that makes sense. Because they're basically hitting each other evenly. And then the very last thing was just to check how often does that produce mail. A gain of about 2 tons per minute. So about 10. Because we're timesing it by 4-ish, 5. So again, 10. That's probably as good as it can get. Now maybe I'm overthinking this, but that's the way I know how to do the system. Alright, so we'll see if that kind of fixes it. Well, what's the demand, I guess, is really the question then here for regional mail. So regional mail. The demand on a Manola is 5 per minute, and we know that it takes about 5 minutes to get here, right? So it's not going to be enough. Even with... Well, actually, it's not every... Because it comes here twice. It's every 2 minutes. It might be enough, then. It might be enough. It's every 2 minutes the ship comes here. Because basically, the route is this. You know, it goes to... From Port of Banús up to Manola, and then back to Marbella, and then up to Manola, and then back here. So it's delivering into the big island quite regularly, every 2 minutes, every 2 to 3 minutes. And it's delivering to the smaller islands every 3 or 5 minutes, picking up from them every 5 minutes. And that's kind of how that's working. Now, if I was to look at my mail coverage, I suppose that would also help me just figure out, do we have a good coverage right now, an optimal coverage? I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty much as good as it gets. There's a couple houses there on the side that could maybe do with a little bit. You know, to toss it in right there or something. That overlaps just slightly. That doesn't. I could go there, but we don't have the obreros to actually operate it right now, but they'll get better later. So they needed aluminum to actually make that. Can I go get some really quickly? Just go over there real quick. Has our stuff arrived, by the way? Oh, there it is. I left that a little bit long, but hopefully it'll be enough time. So they just need the rest of those cigars and now the extra champagne to get done.
Flagship at your service.
Okay, so aluminum. Whoops. Yeah, just deliver some back down there.
Sails.
And let me know when you get there. So by this rate, we should have made our first batch of bombs and things. Yeah, we've made 13 sea mines. Oh man, that'd be so cool, just laying out mines in front of our... Maybe in front of our islands that are dangerous, or trying to blockade... I don't know how the mines work, but I'm assuming if you just do a drop, like in a line or something, the way you've done with the other things,
you can trust me.
You can plant them down around his docks or around his steam shipyards. My plan for attacking Arthur is to do both, have a bit of fun with it, have a spectacle. I want to bomb some towns and things. Although I think you really do just bomb the docks. But ideally, we want to take all his ship production offline, right? You want to stop him making airships, stop him making sailing ships and cruisers or whatever else. So you want to target all the islands where he's actually got some capability of making ships, and then like isolate and take out all the ships. And that way you render him completely powerless to do anything against you, and you can start going island by island, then wiping them out.
All better.
That's the plan anyway. Now, of course, he can rebuild these things quickly, so also going for the smaller islands first where he's really got very little defenses would be nice. And that frees up Benti, hopefully, to be able to take something. We'll probably ally Benti as well. Something I just thought of as well. It might be not a bad idea to get some nice items to do with warships while we're waiting.
Ship constructed.
Just even a handful. So item development, I don't even know. It would have to be a ship item. Damage from damage to sailing ships is increased. Georgina Duffy. Let's go.
We
Let's
have
get her.
the cachet to attract.
We're gonna get an ensemble cast. Damage to buildings is increased. Maybe we could find some people that work on airships. Maybe. There we go. Excuse me. Elite airship gunner. Attack range increase. Accuracy increase.
Vermouth is a poetry-indulged blue flannel evening.
He doesn't have a name, but we have Willa Cochran, ace pilot. Damage per shot is increased, attack speed increased, and so is accuracy. We'll get the airship munitions loaders. We'll get 2 of them. 2 of them. Amelia Coleman, one of her. If they're named, we'll just get like 1 on their own. So they'll pilot their own ships and we'll send them in. Something like that, I don't know. Just have a bit of fun with it. Make it immersive. Now when the music is swelling like that, it gets me excited for war.
Attention for the Admiral.
Alright, so it's a little extra post box there. These guys need a redesign of their town. We're probably going to have more people living here, and I need to set this place up better for cigar production, or maybe even do it on that other island, Manola. So this just needs an overhaul, and I'll probably do it in a time lapse, which is why I'm just staring at this horrific area. So this used to be all cotton, obviously, and coffee before. Downsized it massively because we just didn't need it. Be tempted to build a hacienda actually, and just make that a bit better. So and level up the population that way. Hey, we got another battleship coming out hot.
To your stations.
We've also got different skins. What do we have? Commando skin. 2 million players celebrate. Oh my god, look at that. Holy shit. Yes. That looks really good. I didn't know they added that to the game. 2 million players. The most successful Anno ever, I believe. Battlecruiser Type 2070. I actually just played 2070. That's so cool as well. Holy crap, that looks awesome. I didn't know about those. And then, yeah, I've seen these ones before. The Regal plating and the red ship. The Regal is pretty damn good. I think one of these could be the sort of, the flagship. And then the others maybe we'll go with Regal. Throw in a 2070 in there every now and then. Why not?
New orders.
New orders. Yeah, and I'll just let time play for a while in between episodes. I think the next one we'll just get straight into the war, into the thick of it. It's going to be fun. But what's going to have to happen, obviously, so I'm delivering guns now up here. And I'm assuming some of them have arrived by now. So let's just have a look really quickly at what kind of defenses we've got, right? So just have a look at here. This is where we've got 3 repair cranes. So, Obreros, Big Harbor, we have cannon towers, the standard, flame towers. Ejects a stream of flaming chemicals at high velocity, devastating against wooden ships. He has a lot of wooden ships, which is good, actually. Oh, you can actually see the little flames coming off of it right now as well. And then we've got anti-armor guns. Fires armor-piercing rounds at high speed to penetrate metal-hulled ships. Less effective against the wooden hulls. All metal-hulled ships, 355% damage modifier. And then wooden ships is 575%. Holy crap. I gotta watch out for them and see if he has any of them built, actually, thinking about it. What else do we have down here? We then have the flak emplacements. Deal for shooting airships out of the skies. They want to come in for those bombing runs, maybe. Specialized ammunition. They use specialized ammunition to target airships. Useless against most ship hulls, but deadly against airborne foes. They just use the regular guns. And then mounted guns, the lighter guns, just for attacking things close by. So we'll build a proper defensive harbor here in case he's thinking of sneaking in there to get to our main thing. Nice. And then I'm going to have to deliver some guns out to Mbesa as well, thinking about it. So might actually get a payload of guns right now. Start bringing them down. So we have this little Calibri. Just a 1-slot ship. I should really tell them to dock over here if I can. Let's pull together our war airships. Everyone can kind of stick there. These guys need to stay down this way, though. Just in case they have to come across and help Benty survive one more time.
Monitor ready and alert.
So that's our flak monitor in the last episode, dealing some damage. Actually, we'll keep him out there because he's got the pirate flag still. Alright, let's see. Did I fix scooters?
How about adding some highlights?
Seems like I did. So we're making the extra celluloid. We have the extra camp force. That's staying level. That seems to be staying level as well. And ethanol may fall very slowly over time. but not too bad. So yep, that's fine. And then in here, we're making our sea mines. Easy as that. We've already got 26. And we've already got 24. So we could just test it out. Maybe have a little test. See how these work. So we'll fly over with the Sovereign. Do we have different skins for these bad boys? No, we don't. Alright, we'll fly over with the Sovereign. Pick up the sea mines. Or the... let's do sea mines, actually, because I'm curious how they work. Sea mines can be deployed in an airship to do a drop run.
Get this thing moving.
I wonder, could they damage pirates? Could that be possible? Let's just drop them around here. I mean...
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
Are we allied? We are allied, so I'm guessing not. You never know. Ursula Green, Guardian of the Forests. Yes, please. Alright, we're here. So we'll just go like this. God, our speed is crazy. So, add or remove dropped goods from the drop shafts. The more drop goods, the greater the length and the intensity of the drop run. 5, 10, 15. Set the drop target.
Open the hatch.
Yeah, it does this weird double back thing, but that's okay. Let's go. So there's the 3 spots. Obviously, it's going to be going over one of them right now, but it's fine, whatever. Wonder how long they last in the water there. Well, he's gone straight over them. Yeah, I'm guessing you just have to be hostile, and then they'll work. God, they're just there. The whole... I wonder, did they just stay there? You could completely, like, box them in even while we're allied before going to war with them or something. I guess I could actually try it out here. And then activate pirate mode and just see, does that mean it happens, right? Let's just fly out to this one really quickly. Maybe tell one ship to go into pirate mode and just see what happens. Alright, I'll speed up time just for that ship to get here.
Stations.
We're almost there. It's going to be hard to get him, though, because he's going to be kind of erratically moving.
Orders received.
But I don't know if this will work, actually, because we're still not... I wonder, can I transfer the pirate flag? Actually, maybe that'll do it. Usable on military ships. No.
We have a
Okay.
flight path.
Because it become hostile to me, but it won't be hostile to my entire faction, so maybe the bombing run won't work then, you know?
Delivering payload.
Right, I'm going to activate pirate mode here.
On our way.
We're in range, we're attacking.
Set sail.
Not a flawless test either, so I guess not. Oh, what about, can I detonate my own ones? Let's just test that out. Firing the cannon onto them.
Ship under attack.
It looks like the mines are still there. These
Ship
are interesting
under
tests. Good to learn these things before we get into the thick of it.
Ship under attack.
Hopefully Benty doesn't get attacked in this time. I'm just swerving left and right to fire both broadsides out.
Ship under attack.
Steelsman.
Ship under attack.
Steer us forth.
Ship
Poor
under
little
attack.
commuter, guys. Or tourists, can't quite tell.
Set sail.
Ship under attack.
I know.
Ship under attack.
Steelsman.
Ship
There we
under
go.
attack.
See you later. Alright, you go back home. Try to avoid the...
I
oh
will
no.
choose when to scrap my work.
Hey, how do you know it was me, dude? Stay away from the
Freeze the corsair claw.
pirates there. Oh my god, pirates might take you down.
Look at you swagger.
Could you swagger? Let's see, do we have active healing? This guy does. Might just move out there, transfer that into there. We'll stay
I'm
tucked in away
delighted
there.
to
Hopefully we'll be
introduce
safe.
our new
And hopefully Benty doesn't get attacked in the meantime. Anyways, I just wanted to test things. You know, I've never used it before, so just kind of wanted to test it, see how it works. I'm guessing if you're at war, your allegiance as a faction is at war, and therefore your mines will work. I'm assuming that's how it works. It was just interesting to see, could you game it maybe? Throw down some mines, throw on the black flag, and suddenly his whole fleet sinks before even, you know, declaring a war. That'd be funny. I wouldn't want to do it that way, but just, you know, it's kind of curious. Alright, well, we're making the bombs anyway. This is 300 Yonoleros. Surprising that they work the factory. Can we increase production, please? To keep up with that. And then we'll do our runs. So you should go up to 250 now. And they're not going to like the fact that they're overworking a bit, but that'd be fine. Alright, so how's the mail situation? Did I fix it? No, I did not. Of course I didn't. Oh boy. I'm just trying to think as well. The only way we can get it better is just to increase the amount of mail we're producing, right? Because the deliveries are set up, and I think they're working probably fine. Local mail. So there's still some groups here that could do with a bit more. That might help just a little bit. Leave it at that and see if that kind of fixes it. These are really my only islands that could do it. We could throw down mail out here, I guess. There's really not much space, but I suppose we could. Even just the small ones. And then add this to the pickup route. And that might do it. We'll need it for regional mail. So they actually need an additional bit of aluminum. Might just grab some of the bits I left off here. Bring it down to them. So I've only... Just to recap, because I know it's confusing hopping around. Guadalmina is my smallest island with people on it. So there's not many people here, and it's not much space either. But they could generate some mail. Now we need to generate mail on these other islands to make it into regional mail to deliver here, right? And we worked out the rate. It said it needed about 20 to 25 tons per minute. And we're kind of sending in just under that, I think. So I'm trying to just increase it without actually building more houses and stuff, because I don't want to have to readjust the needs and demands of everything. And you can't pull it from the old world, because that'll be overseas mail. It has to be from the new world, so... That's the struggle. Let's check out how Mbase is doing, by the way. Did I send guns down here? I know I said I wanted to, but I don't actually know if I did. Yeah, I don't think I did, actually. Just gonna have to send them a bunch of guns. So you ships here not doing anything. We'll just do this more manually. They only need to deliver it like once. So there's 350 here. You just take all of that. Get to Tabarim. And then you take some advanced weapons with you. And get to Tabarim. The rest will just arrive here over time, and then we'll just outline big defenses in this place and also in the other islands too. And I'll probably time-lapse placing the defenses in there. And making ships and gathering the fleet together. It's gonna be good. But other than that, if we just focus on the actual economy again, how's the thing? Championships in progress. Nice, they got everything they needed, and there's only 2 minutes left to go. They're playing in the rain.
The fire has been vanquished.
Fire overcome. Good. And another thing I don't know if I set up was fire extinguishers. Multi-regional. Oh, I did. Nice. So this is now delivering fire extinguishers, police equipment, and medicine all around the world. Love to see it. And we're just dropping 10 off in each one. Yeah, cool. That'll keep our upgraded fire stations and things intact. Or working. Oh yeah, another thing just came out recently. Oh yeah, I don't have it. I tried to buy the Chinese Dragon New Year pack thing, and just the purchase failed. It errored out on like the Ubisoft store before I could actually get to the purchase information, even just go into the store page. I might try it again next time I play, but I was hoping to kind of check that out and test it out, but I haven't done some beauty building in a while anyway. This island's almost done. I'd say 70% of it's done. It's just got a final 30%. But it would be cool to build some like little Chinese district or something partly up here. Or maybe down at the bottom, down this way. Something like that would be kind of cool. Chinatown, I guess.
Ship constructed.
Alright, ship constructed. Let's gather our boys together again.
Fleet on the move.
Our airship fleet grows. Now, I know you might be thinking as well, it's like, why don't you just build ships in multiple places to speed the process up, I guess? It's just the headache of delivering other materials in here. I mean, we do have guns and aluminum. What else do they need? They need sails, don't they? Can you have a second airship hangar, actually? It's 450 obreros, so I don't actually have the people to do it anyway. Just let them do their thing, it's fine. I look forward to clearing this place out and then just building a thicker population up here. Something I could do, actually, to make sure that regional mail does gain is turn it off for the artistas, at least for the time being. Because I don't need as many of them, I have 11,000. And that way the obreros and the jornaleros would stay consistent. So I could do that, but my goal is to deliver everything here at some point. So champagne is something I need to work on. Light bulbs, lanterns, and jewelry. And then also we can turn back on the tortillas now. You're free to eat. Yeah, it's just one of those things I gotta get to. So, okay, well, we could, I suppose, why not do it now? Let's figure out cigars and beer, because it's something I kind of wanted to do locally. So I know that I need to make veneers for the cigars. That's what I'm kind of short on. So let's just have a look. Globally,
Ship
cigars.
constructed.
Let's actually just check New World cigars first. So
Prepare
currently
for the most eagerly awaited match of the year.
producing 20 and consuming 1. That's because consumption is off. So we'll turn that on. And just make sure it's on for the obreros as well.
We could be better. I'm sure of it.
They don't actually have rum here, interestingly, as well. It's another issue. So all of the New World places, and there we go. So we're actually producing 20 and consuming 5. But it must not be getting delivered here properly. Let me just check that before I check the soccer tournament. Cigars. Oh, they're just going between 2 islands right now. Well, that's a bit silly, isn't it? Why is that happening? And you're going from Marbella. Oh, this is completely out of whack. We'll have to check that in a second. Let's just do this real quick.
All of them will do nicely.
All right, boom. 150 influence yet again. Pretty good. All right, so on this island, we do have cigar
course.
factories.
Come
This is where
join
we're making
us.
veneers. Oh, I think I removed those cigar factories. That could be the case. Nope. Apparently we make 16 here. Do we make them in items or something? No idea where they're coming from. These are all coffee roasters. Let's just read those items really quickly. So, all drink production. Instead of the usual workforce, it's a different workforce. Okay, so something is giving us cigars, and I'm not terribly sure where. Maybe down here. Extra goods, sugar and rum. Extra goods, chocolate. Am I losing my mind? Where is the cars coming from? I feel like I don't have that many trade unions even. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I've got the 2 veneers, for sure. Okay, then it must be some other thing that's doing it. Extra goods, red peppers, potatoes, and grapes. Okay, there's another trade union here. All crop farms are affected. Extra goods, cocoa, caoutchouc, and cotton. Tobacco, cocoa, and coffee. I don't know, guys. I'm really not seeing it. So I checked that one, checked all those. I didn't check this one. Citrus is produced. Dude. Okay, there must be another way to see this then. So, Marbella. Consumer goods. Producing nearly 16 tons of cigars. Where are you getting this from? The coca plantations. And the hacienda coffee farms. And the sugarcane plantation. Oh, so it was this one. Well, I don't see how that's happening, but it is happening. This says, affects all crop farms, productivity, number of modules. Okay, cool. All crop farms, productivity increase, etc. That's fine. And this says, productivity increase, extra goods, red peppers, potatoes, and grapes. Am I dying? Like, what's happening? Where are we getting these from? These items don't say that they're producing it, do they? Right? I'll be really keen to read the comments on this one. Because what? Is it like an island effect right now or something? Oh my god, you...
A bit of a coup securing
Screw you, man. Occasionally produces extra rum, champagne, cigars, and chocolate from a harvest festival right now. Well, that's no good, is it? You can't be doing that. Just pretending like we're getting them somewhere. 16 tons. It says occasionally produces them. That's crazy. Is it just from the festival? It must be, right? Because it seems to be happening on every farm. The Hacienda Coffee Farm is getting it, which is very specific. Yeah, Harvest Festival, there it is. Affects all crop farms. Okay, we got it. I'm so sorry it took me so long, but there we go. 1 out of every 10 cycles producing cigars. I mean, that's nice, but these are temporary, so we can't count that, even though cigars apparently is fixed for 30 more minutes. Oh my god, I really thought, like, what is wrong with me? Like, how more obvious can it get?
A meaty opportunity.
That's tempting, actually, Nate, but no, thank you.
For Janus.
Okay then. So let's just pretend we don't produce any there. Do we produce any here? We would be producing 4. What's our consumption rate of the entire New World? It's only 5, so we need another building for sure. And they are here.
Thank you.
How many
There
people
must
work
be-
at 175 obreros? That's fine. We'll probably get some things to reduce the workforce or something eventually,
Your
but
ship
tobacco
has
is totally
returned
fine
from
here,
its
and then they
voyage.
need to deliver wood veneers. So cigars, this is the route that was doing it, so forget that. You're going to do wood veneers now. And you're going to take them from Marbella as an intermediate, wood veneers, spam, unload. That's all you need to do. So let's call it... Yep. Right, and then we need another another cigar route. Trade ships is what I'm trying to think of. That's doing cigars off-world. Yep, alright, so cigars, create route, trade route. We're going to go from here to there to there. Just changed my mind last minute because I said I want to take most production off that island and put it onto Manola, so I'm actually going to do that really quickly. So we'll just go to the route I just made, wood veneers, and we'll just change it to Manola instead of Puerto Banús. Okay. So they're still making the veneers over here. I'm fine with that, I guess. And we'll just deliver them over there. So you 3 can go. And any tobacco that's coming in here. Tobacco's been delivered to all these islands. No longer needs to be the case. And in fact, you're only carrying 3 things. So you just deliver a bigger payload of tobacco, but onto the island of Manola. And that allows us to focus on one big kind of port and reduce all the timing as much as possible. There we go. So yeah, you can go, you can go, you can go. There we go. All right, that's tobacco done. So that's tobacco and veneers sorted. Now we just need to set up a new route, like I said. That's going to take in or move around the actual cigars between the different islands that need it. Don't have any regular ships that can actually do that right now. These guys are actually not doing anything. Damn, I might just have to put a, it's heresy, I know, but put a reefer on this job just for a moment. I'll fix it in between. But this is where we're picking up the cigars. This is where we're delivering them. The other guys don't need it because there's no obreros on that island. So cigars, there you go. Pick them up, deliver, deliver. Cigar delivery, and that's going to be just a New World route. Cool. Right, so we actually have to build the building here. $175 obreros. We just got rid of 3 of them. These are going to be powered now, unlike they were before. So it actually, again, save a little bit long term. Need to reorganize this place yet again. We'll just keep stacking them out this way, though. 2 should be more than enough to handle everybody in the New World, at least. So let's see. That'll be 20. Well, we have to reduce down, get rid of Marbella. I know that Marbella consumes 1, so they'll be making 8, consuming 5. Now let's just check the veneer rate that we make on Marbella. We're making 4. Combining it with Manola means that we're probably over-consuming just a bit. Yeah, we need twice as much, actually. Wow. Damn, does that mean we have to do veneers here as well? I think so. Can't really knock that cigar improvement, and wood does come into here anyway, so I guess, yeah. Alright, so now they're doing veneers, and we'll get rid of the veneers on Marbella, which means that we can get rid of a portion of that trade route that we just set up. So you're done.
No more work for now.
Now, do we make wood locally here, I guess, will be my next question, or is
We
it
are
delivered
keen
in?
to get started again.
Wood is a raw material. We do not make it here, so it must be getting delivered in here. Yep. We have import wood and wood import, so that could just be the one thing now. So we've freed up another ship. So forget it. You're done. No, actually not that one. Sorry. You're okay, right? Yeah. It's this one that's done. The Dauntless. God, it's so messy. Alright, and then the veneer route needs to be cancelled as well. Doesn't need it.
I feel
So we've-
bad for the
I mean, it feels good. We're
Porconeros.
optimizing, but I'm doing
They
things
will
in such a
never experience the
backwards order. But yeah, so we don't need the wood veneer things here. We can just put it onto Manola,
My
and Manola is
therapist
going to get
says money
the
matters dominate middle age.
is going to get the tobacco and do everything fine. Hopefully, I haven't made a mistake with that, but I think that's it then. The very last thing though would be that reefer ship that I just set up to do the tobacco could be replaced with an actual real regular cargo ship. Oh no, this one is doing tobacco. Okay, cool. That means it's all good then. Any idle ships that we can find, we're just going to bring them down then. So we've got 2 battle cruisers here. Everybody, I want you just to sit in the bay.
Moving in convoy.
Anyone not doing anything here, especially if you are cargo. Yeah, I don't remember what they were doing. I assume we've gotten new things since then. Or I was waiting to do something with them. It's too hard to remember. Alright, come back up here. Anyone else? We have 4 airships just chilling. Got our pirate fleet and everything's still down there. The other guys have healed.
Time the rigging.
They've actually just healed naturally over time without even transferring the other thing over, so that's good. Man, so chaotic. We're getting our items as well. Alright. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to do.
Your
What's wrong with
ship
the
has
Jornaleros
returned
now,
from
huh?
its voyage.
What the hell's your problem now? Why would you be falling? What are you lacking? Regional mail. That's the mail that needs to come back from Manola to here. How's that a problem? And they also need felt. We'll just drop some felt off down there. Yeah, so any extra felt can just get dropped there after we drop it to Manola. That should help them out. Nice quick and dirty fix. This is all just quick and dirty fixes. But I promise after the war, it'll just be island reforms and beautification, and then that'll be the series kind of done, actually. I want to stabilize that number, that population there fluctuating like mad. 140,000 and then 400,000 income just going crazy also. This can be upgraded. Alright, so what's left? We need more warships. Yeah, we're still making 4 more. And then back in the old world, we are still making battle cruisers. Now their rate at creation is what? Well, I think you have to click a new one to see, but right now there's only 2 minutes left on that. I think it was something like 14.
I'm missing particular materials.
That's twice I've looked at you and you're missing fur. Okay, let's find out what that's about. Two ships delivering fur right now. Arguably it only needs to be 1, considering both of them are half full. Yeah. Celestial 3. Get off that.
On our way.
We'll make that manual delivery. Let's just see. Fur. Is it not a correct rate right now? Alright, so the old world will go to intermediates. Fur, I think, is actually an agricultural. 23 over 46. What the hell? Am I not making it somewhere else? What about Crown Farms? What about everything in the old world? 46, 30. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know how I let that get out of control. Wonder why that's the case. And then, do we really need that much for jackets? 46 to 46. It seems like we do, but they're not being made. Okay. Well, that's an interesting problem. Now, fur was being made up here, but I just don't understand how I'm
Bit of
so
a
far
coup
behind.
Securing their expertise.
They're all being made up there. At what I would imagine. Hey, there's that lady we just saw before, Ursula Green. Yeah, well, I guess you just need another one of these then, don't you? Or something, if that's not enough. We also make fur out in Cape Trelawney. I think it's down on this island. And are you full up? Nope. The music's just completely gone off as well, which is weird. Nothing wrong with that, right? Just throw down a few extra. Oh no. Alright, and we'll just pile these together like so, and hope for the best. Because I think there's a route that takes it from Cape Trelawney around as well. Let me just check. Fur, Cape to the Old World. Yeah, we bring fur out of here, but there's never enough. There should be more now, though. Maybe Docklands brings it in or something. Not too sure why I have it like that. Very weird that the music has just gone off. Can I? There we go. We got it.
Ship constructed.
I remember people were like, you should play the game without music when I was getting copyright claims. Did you feel how awkward that last 5 minutes was? Fur coats. Yeah, maybe we could get it to bring it in instead of something else. There's definitely so many things I need to fix in here. Kind of need to reset everything and just check everything from scratch, in a way. Served us good for a long time, but towards the end game, it's going to require a big rebalance. I'll leave it as is for now. Really, my main focus, without getting too scatterbrained or even more scatterbrained, is just let some time pass, let these ships get built, get the war ready, and then go for Arthur. And then once that's done, we can just repair the last little bits of the economy, beautify the island of Manola, call it a day. And then we can start that stream campaign. Oh, actually, speaking of, if you made it this far into the video, people have asked me if I am going to do that stream campaign, should it be a sandbox or should it be the actual game's campaign? I was thinking the sandbox. Because I've never played the campaign. People say it'd be nice to see me do it, but I don't know. I don't know what limits there are in the campaign compared to the sandbox. I've never played it, so I just don't know. Especially now with all the DLC. I've heard that, like, Archibald Blake can, like, bug out, kind of. Where you can destroy his... what's it called? Like, his port gets destroyed and it never gets rebuilt, and it's just stuck like that. And I think that's a campaign-only issue from what I've heard.
Don't tell me I've missed another appointment.
I know. Alright, well that's going to be it, guys, I think, for this episode. So you just know the plan. I just wanted to have at least one episode showing you, like, what I was generally going to be doing, which is getting these ships together, getting ready for a war, producing weapons en masse,
Experience
that sort of thing.
can teach a person a lot.
These are all operational again, at least, which is good. That being said, I think it's not actually that big of a problem, because I don't think we're running out of fur in these different places. Despite it saying that.
The meadow.
That might be the case, that it's like, oh, the buildings go off. Oh no, well, it is short. We must be. We must
A
be.
renowned per-
You gotta believe the statistics. Alright, and then, yeah, just gonna be building up some of these thick ports so we're good for defenses. And trying to make them look cool as well, hopefully. So I'm pretty much gonna get straight to work on that after this episode and just start plowing ahead for the next one. Alright, that's going to be it for this one. I think I've covered everything. We'll just have a last little look at how many bombs and stuff we produced. 69, perfect amount. And then here, 89. Not as cool. So yeah, war is around the corner. And he has amassed his little fleet down here. And his ships, his airships. Can't wait to build a bunch of flak monitors and just shoot them down as well. It was so cool doing that in the previous episode. It looks so awesome. Alright, that's going to have to be it. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry for the chaotic episode. I feel it's a bit messy, but things will be a bit more structured, I think, from here on out anyway. Again, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate all the feedback. Looking forward to hearing what people think about the idea of streaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. Consider liking it if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and if you want to support even further, consider becoming a channel member. Channel members get early access to my videos, ad-free, and also access to my Discord, where we've just set up a new Valheim and Satisfactory server for people to play on. Hopefully we can grow a community and add more games and perks in the future. Either way, I appreciate people just watching this far into the video. Thank you.